On August 20th, 2013, this is Advanced Bridge Hands, lesson number 12. Greeting bridge friends, Michael here at Bridge Hands, and welcome to Day 3, Part 3, our final saga with 4 more hands. I'm taking a look at the 2/1 game forcing system as well as its cousin, the forcing no trump. Now in this element, we're going to take a look at some competitive auctions, and unfortunately, 2/1 will not prevail on the first part of it. So those of you who like the standard American system can still use some of the things that we would find there in any system. And then the last couple hands, well, now we're going to get into some slam bidding. So buckle up, and here we go. See you at the table. And so our first hand of the set, number 9, and we have a 5-3-3-2. Once again, ace, queen, 10, 9, 8. Love those hearts. Ace 3 times of clubs. Jack 3 times of diamonds, and the Jack doubleton of spades. Opening 1 heart because we like the heart intermediate values, not because of the stray jacks. And speaking of stray jacks, look at the west hand over here. Jack third of clubs, Jack third of our heart suit over in righty south's hand. And in spades though, here we have some connected values also. King, queen, 10, 9, and in diamonds, king, queen, 3 times. Nice connected working honors, and with the accompanying body cards, a broken sequence looks very nice in spades. So that's 10 and perhaps 12 points, but I don't know about these Jack thirds. So let's say initially it's a pass. To the north hand, it is a 5-4-3-1. Aces in the pointed suits, ace 10 5 times in diamonds, ace 3 times in spades, king 9 4 times in clubs, and a stiff heart in partner's south's bid suit. So with 11 high card points, probably one distribution for ace 10 5 times because you got some entries here. It's getting close to being a game forcing auction, but not quite there. And it looks like we would be heading for 3 no trump, wouldn't it? Because we only have a singleton heart. So I don't think 2 diamonds is the right bid. It's not quite enough to make a game forcing bid. So it is forcing 1 no trump. Don't much like that with a singleton, but we're not playing standard American. It is a forcing bid, and our partner announces it, makes an alert, says forcing. Over to the east hand, it is a 4-4-3-2, 4-4 in the black suits, 4 small spades, king 4 times in lefty south's heart suit, queen 10, 8 spot in clubs, and 2 diamonds, a pass. Okay, back to south. After the forcing no trump, well, you can't bid 2 no trump. That's good 17 or 18 points. And I guess you're going to bid 2 clubs with a 3 card suit. All right, over to the west hand, a pass. To the north hand, what next? 2 no trump, do you think? Well, that's one option. How about 2 diamonds? No, 2 diamonds says you have a very minimum hand. Remember, if you do no trump and then the cheapest new suit bid, that's just a pass-out bid, sign-off bid. We certainly have more than that. There is another bid besides 2 no trump, though, to invite game. That is 3 diamonds. We're jumping in diamonds. Remember, when we jump 1 level after making a forcing no trump, that is invitational to game. And it kind of describes the hand. It says, partner, I think it's either 3 diamonds, or if you can help get some extra tricks in diamonds, let's play in 3 no trump. I think it's a perfect bid. Okay, pass, and south has Jack 3 times in diamonds. Says, yes, I'll go ahead and accept 3 no trump. And the ball is in play. Everybody else passes out. Leading for sure the king of a broken sequence suit, the top of the connected sequence. The king of spades comes out. We play low on both hands. Now, I guess we wish we had Jack third, don't we, when we see the king come out. But we're not sure if it's a 5 card suit or longer, maybe even a 4 card suit. We just don't know. So we'll duck 1 time, and all right, it goes with a queen. By the way, back on that last trick, did you see the flaw that East made? They played a 3. Don't play low from 4. When you've got an even number, play high, low. And don't make it difficult by just playing the 4. One's not going to make any difference over another. So play the 6. Let your partner know you have an even number. And I doubt it's going to be that many. It's going to be held by the south hand because they've already shown 5 hearts. So I think your partner should know that you have 4 when you play the 6. Okay, so at any rate, after winning the king, the queen is played, the ace and the jack fall, and our strategy is going to be nice if they would drop the king of hearts, but that's not likely, and then we're going to have to go tackle that diamond suit. And fortunately, we have the king of clubs for an entry. Okay, so we'll try a heart thing. It's good. We'll play the diamond. Go ahead and abandon that suit for now, and we'll play the jack. Now, when you have king, queen, sometimes it's right to cover, sometimes it's not. I think in this case, just go ahead and playing low is probably fine. Okay, they play another diamond. West covers with the queen to the ace, and they're going to play another diamond from the north, and the king comes out. Now they can go ahead and win their last two spade tricks, the 10 and the 9 of spades, pitching some clubs over here in the north and south hand. And okay, they come back with a club. We win with our ace. We want to take our ace of hearts before going to the other hand, pitching a club from the north, and we're home free. We play a club to the king, and our 2 diamonds are good for making our 3 no trump contract. But let's try another auction here. So after 1 heart, what if West is a little bit ornery, cantankerous, wants to get in the action, and makes a takeout double? Yeah, they've got 10 points, and I don't know if these jacks are worth another 2 or not. Never sure about that. Questionable, but I like this 10-9. Just like we like the 10-9-8 here, I think it's probably worth making a takeout double for the spade suit. Rightiest bid heart. So after takeout double, well, now what for north? Well, if you were to bid 2 diamonds, which you could do, you're no longer in a game forcing auction, but after a takeout double, it's just to play. It says you have less than 10 points and 5 diamonds, and you've got too many for that. So you can't make a 2 diamond bid after the double. Then you would do a redouble to say I have 10 points or more and nowhere that I can say where we should go at this point, which is perfect. So redouble it is. Over to the east hand, they would bid 1 spade. Knowing that it's a takeout for the spade suit, sure, you'd bid 1 spade, and not 2 spades. You've got that king 4th of hearts and queen 10 3 times of clubs. If you had 5 spades and a little else, I would say yes, jump to 2 spades, even with 1 or 0 points. Everybody knows you don't have any points, so your jump is just to compete in the master suit here. Mind you, is that it was an opening bid with 12 or more, 11 points or more over here, 10 or more points. Everyone knows you don't have any points. So yes, with less bid more, you could go 2 spades with 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and nothing else. Okay, at any rate, it was 1 spade, back to south. No apparent call here, just go ahead and pass, see where it goes next. Some west will bid 2 spades. I think that's a little bit bold if you're vulnerable, just to go ahead and continue to compete, knowing that there's 23 points or more in north-south. But some will do it with favorable vulnerability. At any rate, let's say assume it's 1 spade passed. Okay, I think 2 diamonds is fine here now. You've shown your 10 points or more, and you're now bidding the diamond suit, and your partner should not pass it. Remember, they got 12 or more, and you've got 10 or more here also. So 2 diamonds, I believe it should be forcing a pass. Okay, I guess you could do 3 diamonds, it is, and back to north. You might just go 3 no trump. Just say, yeah, we've got ace 3 times. They're bidding spade suit. Apparently west doesn't have 5. They would have bid the suit. So it looks like they're probably 4-4, I'm assuming. And I'll just bid 3 spades and say I have a half a stopper. Actually, I have a full stopper. And south, I suppose, would say 3 no trump. Gets a little bit complex after a 2 spade bid. If it was 2 spades, then I suppose you might go 2 no trump, and then they'd go 3 no trump, and it would play from the other side. Okay, well, that worked out fairly well, so let's go ahead and try our next hand. Okay, second hand, hand number 10, and south once again has the same hand, 1 heart. West, once again, the same hand as well. Let's say this time they make a takeout double. North has a 6-3-3-1 singleton stiff heart in partner suit, ace 3 times in spades, ace 10 9 6 times in diamonds, and 9 too little in clubs. So after a takeout double, remember that if we bid a suit at the 2 level, it's not 10 points or more in this case. It's 5 in length, but it could be 8, 9, bad 10-ish, something like that. It's just to play. And I think that really fits this hand. I don't think it's headed for 3 no trump. If you had maybe ace queen 6 times or ace king 6 times or something like that where the suit looks like it could set up for tricks, but I don't think ace 10 9 6 times it is. So I would say 2 diamonds to play. Over to the, and hopefully your partner knows this bid also. Okay, over to the east hand. Well, this is looking a little better here now. It's a 4-4-4-1 with a singleton diamond, righty's sign-off suit bid. So king, queen, 10, 8 spot, love those connected honors. And king 4 times and lefty's heart suit, not so good. But for spades, our partner's stakeout suit. So sure, after 2 diamonds, we'll go 2 spades. This is a perfect bid for that. I've got to compete. And over to the south hand. Well, you've heard your partner sign off in 2 diamonds. Usually it's a 6 bagger, could be 5. We've only got jack, doubleton, and spades. I'd say I would compete. It's worth taking a shot with jack third. You've got an honor 3 times in the suit. We do like these hearts, although it's not probably worth quite as much when partner's not supporting it, but you could get a finesse in. It may not work, though, if the king is behind you, since they're the one making the takeout double. We don't know. I'd go 3 diamonds with neutral vulnerability, no problem. And 3 spades, I don't think so. It's just got this 4-3-3 as we look at it, and we've done our job. Maybe we can set 3 diamonds. So it's 3 diamonds in the north, and the open lead is going to be coming from the east hand. East will lead a top of a broken sequence, the king of clubs. Dummy is in the south and has a ace of clubs. They apply from the dummy. And looking at the line of play, well, we're going to pull some trump. We're going to have 2 club losers unless we can pitch one by trying a heart finesse. It's hard to say which way is going to work out best. We're going to have some toss of the dice, and not much we can do in spades. It looks like a spade loser there. So, okay, we have everything except for the king-queen, so we can play a low 7 from the dummy, I suppose. And we do. It holds, so that means the king and queen looks to be held by the west hand. No surprise there since they made a takeout double. We play another diamond, and righty shows out in the east hand. So it looks to be a 6-3-3-1 suit, and there's 1 left over by the west. No need to play that since we don't have transportation problems. So we don't really want to lose 2 clubs, so I guess we can go ahead and try the heart. But if that loses, we lose the heart and 2 clubs, so it's kind of a gamble, isn't it? But if we're trying to make the contract, on the other hand, we could go down 2 if the king is with righty. It is a guess. So we'll try the heart to the queen, and it does hold, thank goodness. So it looks like we have a good chance to make the contract because we can play the ace of hearts and pitch a club. And now I suppose we can play a heart, and they cover it. We rough it with a diamond. They've still got that 1 outstanding diamond. Just go ahead and just bump the ball down the fairway and start playing them. Let them have their club. They play a second club. We rough it in the north hand. We can take our ace of spades, play another spade. They win it with the queen over in the west hand. And they being good opponents, they play the king to smother 2, 1 from the south, so there's not going to be rough and slough stuff on their shift. They play the king and gets rid of the jack from the south and a 9's played from the north. And at this point, they play a spade. It now sets up because we can't rough it in the dummy south hand, and the last diamond is 1. So making 9 tricks. So interesting auction here. That was 1 heart. Takeout double, good. 2 diamonds to play. I think that's the right bid. And 2 spades. Yes, you do have a fairly nice hand here with a 4-4-4-1 shape. And 3 diamonds I think is an okay bid here. If it wasn't, if it was 2 spades pass, I might borrow a king from my partner in the pass out seat and go 3 diamonds anyway. It is a 6-bagger, ace 10 9. Okay, so let's go ahead and try another hand. Let's go into some slam territory now. Okay, on the home stretch, on the penultimate, next to the last hand, South is the dealer and has a better hand like this. It's a 5-4-3-1. Our same 5 hearts, ace queen 10 9 8, ace king 9 spot in ace 4 times in diamonds. Nice 2-suited hand and a singleton spade. Okay, opening 1 heart. Looks like we have about 17, 18 points, and that's a good place to start. South is going to be going over to West, and West will say 1 spade. King, queen, jack 10 9. Nice solid suit. Queen 3 times of diamonds. 3 clubs, 2 hearts, and I think it's worth an overcall, good lead direction, or maybe our partner will have a fit. Okay, over to the north hand. Well, looks like game going values. I see 3 primary honors right off the bat, and king, jack 4 times in our heart suit. Love it. 2 small clubs, king 10 3 times of diamonds, ace 8 spot 4 times in spades. Yeah, we definitely want to go in a game going hand, but what's the bid? Well, it's not going to be a no trump auction, that's for sure. So you could go for no trump if you're a bold bidder, but you've got 2 losers in a side suit, clubs, and you don't want to see them peel off the ace and the king and set you a little egg on the face if that happens. So we have to Q bid, and our Q bid will be, certainly don't bid 4 hearts, that's a weak hand with 5 hearts. You'll Q bid 2 spades, the opponent's suit, and partner will not be sure if on an all-purpose Q bid if it's number 1, showing support, or number 2, it's saying we might be heading for no trump. So a lot of you will play it, though it's always showing support. And not 3 spades, that would show a shortness in the suit. We don't have that. So, okay, 2 spades it is. Over to the east hand, a 5-3-3-2, queen, jack, 8 spot 5 times in clubs, and little else, 3-3 in the pointed suits, 2 hearts, pass. To south, well, a Q bid, huh? Well, I guess we'll go ahead and continue to describe our hand. So I guess it would be 3 diamonds. We have a 4-card suit there. Maybe we're heading for something in diamond suit. Even though we have ace king 3 times, let's bid our 4-card suit. We're not sure where this is heading yet. Okay, a pass by West, back to North. 4 hearts, I believe, is to play, saying don't have much extra, and you've really got a pretty nice hand. Think about your cover cards. You do have a fit, partner bids hearts, so you've got 1 cover in spades, 1 cover in diamonds. Looks like 2 covers in hearts with a king, jack 4 times. 4 covers, if your partner has 5 losers, you're going to be on the road to slam. So if you bid 3 hearts, does that show a game forcing bid with extra, or is it perhaps just invitational? I think after a Q bid, now bidding hearts at the 3 level is still a forcing auction showing extra, and 4 hearts is to play. You and your partners better be sure you get in tune on this one though, right? So 3 hearts, I believe, is the correct bid. If not, I guess you're going to have to bid 4 hearts and hope for the best. So 3 hearts, pass, okay. If South is in tune with you and says, okay, a Q bid, and now bid the heart suit, let's go ahead and continue to describe our hand. It looks like we have a heart fit. You could, I guess, bid 4 clubs to say, I'm Q bidding a control in that suit, an ace or a king. But no, don't do that. Don't make a complicated auction when you don't need to. You do have controls in all the suits except for 1, so you are allowed to bid for no trump. And how many losers do you have when your partner has a fit? Okay, you've got 1 loser in spades, 2 losers in diamonds, up to 3, 1 loser in clubs, and if you've got a real good fit with partner, it looks like there may be no losers there. So yeah, if your partner making a Q bid of opponent suit having 3 cover cards or more, then yeah, I think you want to bid for no trump. And after 4 no trump, it is 5 diamonds, 1 ace, or if you're playing something like 14-30, then you say I have 2 controls, and you're going to bid, what do you think? 5 hearts, saying 2 without. Well, when you've got a 9-card fit, it almost like plays with 2 with, right? Your partner doesn't know you have 4, so I think 2 with would be the right bid, would be 5 spades. And at that point, you're going to be in certainly 6 hearts. So some of you will be in 4 hearts, others will reach 6. And the opening lead will be the king of spades. We win it with the ace. And looking at the hands, we're going to see we're going to want a roughest club. Looks like we're going to have a diamond loser, looking from the dummy's perspective. You just hope that they're not going to be 4-0 and trump. Okay, so we have a 5-4. They have 2-2 or 3-1, or hopefully not 4-0, that 10% of the time. We play a heart up to the queen, and we do have the top 4. So, okay, the queen holds, we play again, and they both follow. So that was nice. 40% chance, and it was. They were 2-2. So, looks like easy street from here now. We can go ahead and play a diamond to our ace, a diamond up to the king. We're going to lose a diamond, and that's going to be it, isn't it? Because at this point, our club can be rough. So they play a spade, we rough it. Play the diamond, it holds. It didn't even need to worry about it. And we can play our ace of clubs, the king of clubs, roughing 1, and that is it. We have our heart. So yeah, making 12 tricks, easy street. So the point of this auction is that if it was passed by West, then it would certainly be easier, but opponents, get in there when you get a chance, make it difficult. So if it was no bid, it would be 1 heart, and with game-going values, it would be the Jacoby 2 no trump. If it was Jacoby 2 no trump, remember, we bid our short suit next if we have one, so we would bid 3 spades. Definitely alertable bid, just like the Jacoby 2 no trump, and it says we have a singleton or void. After 3 spades, north you would bid either 4 no trump, or I guess if you play Q bids for kings or aces, you would bid for diamonds, which says I have an ace or king, the Italian Q bid system. And after 4 diamonds, I guess north you would say, okay, 5 clubs if you didn't want to go 4 no trump, which I think is probably a better bid, and you would find your slam that way. Okay, let's head for that last hand. Okay, and on our last hand, we're on our way into the clubhouse with the 4th hand, the set hand, number 12. South has the same hand, opening 1 heart. West, though, has a 5-4-4-0, no hearts at all. And once again, king, queen, jack, 10, 9 of spades, opening 1 spade, also has a queen, 4th of diamonds, and 4 baby clubs. Well, to the north hand, you have, looks like game-going values, ace 4 times of spades, king 10, 3 times of diamonds, ace 4 times of clubs, doesn't have the jack of hearts, just about as good with a 9-card suit, and a queen, jack, questionable, troublesome, doubleton. We don't know if it's worth anything if the opponents have the ace and the king. But we normally take off 1 of the points of value, so maybe play it for a questionable doubleton, I guess. So at any rate, we have game-going values here with our ace of spades, king of diamonds, king, 4th of hearts. We'll go ahead and bid 2 spades. Pass by east with a 4-4-3-2, 4-4 in the pointed suits, jack 4th, interestingly, in our heart suit. And we in south, after in the Q bid, rebid 3 diamonds, our 4-card suits to the ace. A pass by west, and I think 3 hearts, which is the game forcing bid after a Q bid of the opponent's suit. 4 heart sounds weaker. A pass back to south after 3 hearts. Okay, now we can start Q bidding controls. We could do 3 spades to show shortness, either that or 4 clubs, depending upon your partnership style. Let's say it's 4 clubs for this partnership. Although I think a better bid would be that 4 no trump straight away. You've got only missing 1 primary control, so don't futz too much. So let's say it's 4 no trump. They show 1 control, which is the ace, bidding second step, 5 clubs, and that's what you wanted to hear. You could check for kings. And if you're playing the 1430, you would show 2 controls, which would be 5 hearts, or as we said, with a 9-card suit, you might extend as though you had the queen, bidding 5 spades. At any rate, if it goes 5 no trump, looking for the kings, Then coming back, you would depend upon you're playing kings up the line or number of kings. And if you're playing 1430 and you don't disclose the previously bid king, so it gets a little more complicated, then you would just show the one king, which would be 5 diamonds. The second step first would be 0. If you're playing kings up the line, you would bid 5 diamonds. Still the same bid, isn't it? And so you might think, well, okay, fine. If you're just showing number of kings, then it would be the third step. It would be 6 hearts, and you'd say, well, I don't need the king of spades. And if they've got the other kings, fine. So some of you may go to 7 hearts, but let's talk about the Barry Crane commandment. Barry Crane, one of the top match point players in his time, in fact he was in his time, the undisputed leader, and he had all of his teammates and said, look, when we're playing in a team game, we don't bid grand slams ever. That's kind of a strong call, because when you have 37 points, and it's clear you should go in that situation. But he says, never. Be happy to get the small slam in a team game. It's not worth the risk on bad splits. So according to Barry, you don't. And when I'm playing in team games, I oftentimes think about that quite a bit to think, well, what if it's a 28% 4-1 split? Is it really worth those extra points? Maybe you're behind in a team game and you need that, a knockout or something to keep going on to the next round. So something to think about and talk with your partners. You don't want to be a masterminder in these things, but then sometimes you're a lucky hero. Live by the sword, maybe? So let's say that they stop at 6 hearts, playing the Barry Crane commandment, don't check for the kings. You will be happy. Okay, so you play the king of spades from west, win it with the ace. And it looks like you're okay on all of the suits here. You've got one extra you can pitch from the north end after you pull trump, and you play the third of the clubs, but I guess you would pitch a diamond, wouldn't you? So you wouldn't have any diamond losers from North's perspective. And then you could rough out the spades. So that would be the strategy. Okay, so let's see. We've got 9 trump. Let's give it a go. We play a trump to the queen, and it was 4-0, that 10% chance. Barry Crane, your memory lives on. So, yeah, if you went with a grand slam, you will not be happy. Okay, so that kind of changes a wrinkle, doesn't it? So we'll go ahead and play another heart up to the king, another heart, and we get the third round and finessing it, and we play our fourth, and unfortunately we can't do a lot of roughs now, can we? So we've got the 4-0 hearts stubbornly, and now we can go ahead and play a club up to the jack, to the queen, overtake with the king, our ace of clubs, pitching a diamond, but we can see that we've got a problem here. So we play a diamond up to the king, they both follow, a diamond up to the ace, we can play another diamond and they win the last one. Thank goodness they're out, that we're going to be able to rough in and get the last diamond on a promotion trick. So that was a little bit of a dirty deal, wasn't it there? But I think it illustrates a good point, is that when you're playing in a match point game or something, you say, okay, it's just one board, let's go ahead and go for it. Fine. If you're playing in a rubber game, contract, auction bridge, or if you're playing in a team game, is it really worth going for the Grand Slam after all when you might have the split? It's a good question to answer, and each of you will have to have your own options on how you play this. Well, okay, bridge friends, that completes our lesson today. I hope you thrill seekers enjoyed our show. We covered a wide berth of different types of bids, didn't we? And I hope that one thing you take home with, and that is that bridge is a competitive game. And as we saw when Westy, behind our one heart opening bid, liked to make a one spade call, sometimes made a preemptive 2 spade call, sometimes made a takeout double, it changed everything for the 2/1 system. So we like the 2/1 system, but when we have an overcall, it starts to look a lot more like standard American. And so when both opponents are competing, well, it gets all the more fun in terms of the challenging bids. So I would encourage you and your partners to kind of consider some of these different treatments, such as when it went one heart double. Remember that now 2 diamonds is just to play. Otherwise, you can make a redouble bid. And when it is 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 diamonds is no longer game forcing, but it does show 10 or more points in a 5-card suit. Otherwise, you can redouble, as we saw. And we took a look at a lot of different interesting auctions on cue bidding aces, all out looking for slam. And if you feel lucky, going for grand slam, but you may have a bad split against you. So I hope you enjoyed the show. I encourage you to go ahead and review some of these again if that's helpful. Work with your partnerships and get your agreements down locked in, and you'll find that the 2-over-1 system is a lot of fun. A lot of these you can use even if you want to play with your standard American partners. Most of them still hold true. So thanks for coming, and I hope you have a great day playing bridge. I look forward to seeing you on our next lesson. So as always, happy trails to you until we meet again. Bye for now.